Hello, the students of class 9 and 10. You all are welcome again to Mymensingh Online School. I am Mohammad Rajal Karim, Assistant Teacher English, Mymensingh High School. Today, I am here to present another session on English for today, or I'll try to explain a topic from English for today, which is assigned for the students of class 9 and 10. Okay, my dear student, on our last class, we were talking about MCQ. That means multiple choice questions, and how can we get full marks from this topic. That means multiple choice question. Okay, my dear student, just today I will talk about multiple choice question also, and I'll exercise. Okay, my dear student, and along with I'll show another way or route. That means today I have given a title. I have given a title of my today's class. The title is English first paper is for second paper also. What is the title? The title is, I have given only. English first paper is for second paper also. Okay, my dear student, I think you will keep your eyes on Mymensingh Online School, and you will get the explanation of this word or phrase or this line. Okay, my dear student, I'll explain it how the English first paper is for second paper. Okay, my dear student, and I will explain a passage also. Okay, my dear student, you just take your English first paper, and we just read today Unit 4, Lesson 1. Unit 4, Lesson 1. Okay, what can you see in Unit 4 and Lesson 1? We find a picture, and the title of this lesson is The Ferry Boat. The Ferry Boat. Here, if we explain the title, what will be? The ferry boat. We just use it. The ferry boat is a type of vehicle by which we can cross a river. Okay, my dear student, or a riverine area, at that time we use boat. Okay, my dear student, I think you have understood the title of the boat and the title of the lesson 1. Okay, and here we find a picture. Today I'll try to show a picture which is completely contradict to our present situation. Actually, what the questions are, what type of question do we find here? Here we find that where can you find this kind of boat? Where do you find this kind of boat? Just we can find such type of boat in a riverine area or a rural area which is completely riverine. Okay, my dear student, the answer of the first question is we can find this kind of boat in the riverine rural area or riverine area. Okay, and after that we find another question, that is, why does the boatman carry passenger across a river? Why the boatman carry passenger across a river? There are I think there are many reasons, but especially we can show two reasons. One is for money, and another is there is no vehicle and there is no bridge just to cross a river. At that time we need this such type of vehicle, and so a boatman or the boatman carry passenger across a river. Okay, my dear student, I think you have understood the second questions also. Now we are going to another question, that is the third question. Why do people use country boat? Why do people use country boat? Actually, people use country boat to cross or to go or to cross a river or a watery place. To cross a watery place. What is the answer of the third question? Why do people use country boat? Just to cross a watery place or a riverine place. Okay, my dear student, I think you all have understood the answer of the questions. But here we find a picture. Here we find a picture, and those who have books, you can see the picture. And here we find that there is a gathering, and there are too many people on one boat. Okay, my dear student, but this situation is completely contradict to our present situation, because at that time we are suffering from different type of disease or a horrible disease that is called COVID-19. And we know how the COVID-19 spreading fast. And that is why, just to protect COVID-19, we have to avoid such type of gatherings. Okay, those who use boat to cross a river or a watery place, at that time, just I give you an advice, that is, you just remember, you always avoid gatherings. You don't boat or any vehicle which is carrying too much gathering or too much people. Okay, my dear student, I think you all have understood, and that is why I have selected this topic. And after few days, we will enjoy Eid al-Fitr. And at that time, different type of people try to go home. And at that time, just you have to remember, if you come or go to your home, just avoid such type of gathering. Otherwise, corona will spreading fast, or corona will spreading soon, and it will be a threatening for us. Okay, my dear student, I think you have understood the picture and the questions. Okay, after this class, what will we be able to? Actually, number one, we will be able to know the meaning of this passage. And after that, number two, you will be able to know the keywords of this passage. And after that, you will be able to know some synonyms of the keywords. And after that, we will go to multiple choice questions. And along with, I will show English first paper is for second paper also. So please, my student, keep your eyes on Mymensingh Online School, and I'll show I hope I'll show you the right way. How can we read English first paper? Okay, my dear student, without reading first paper, we can't develop our English skill. And that is why it is a must for every student. It is English first paper is a must for every student. Okay, my dear student, we are going to the passage. Okay, now the first line of the passage, we find that, is there anybody here who has ever crossed a river by a country boat? Actually, here we find some new words. Number one, not new words, maybe it is familiar to you, but I should explain this word, I think. Here we find crossed. What is crossed? The synonym of crossed is cross or crossed. Cross or crossed. The synonym of cross is go across. Go across. Go across. Okay, my dear student, go S-E-R-O-S-S. S-S. Go across. What is the synonyms of cross? Cross means go across. Okay, my dear student, I think you all have understood what is the cross, what is the meaning of cross, what is the synonyms of cross. Okay, now we are going to another one. What is boat? Here I have already mentioned what is boat. Boat means board. Boat means a board, or you can use also David. David is also a boat or a board. Okay, board. The synonyms of boat is board or a David. Okay, my dear student, I think you all have understood the first line. That means there are there are many people who has such type of experience. That means crossing a river using a boat. Okay, my dear student, I think you have understood. But here we find a question. Here the line is crossed a river by a country boat. If you find a multiple choice question, what type of parts of speech, the country is in this line, what will be? It is my question to you. Just answer. Okay. What parts of speech the country is in this line? Okay, my dear student. Now we are going to second line. I have, teacher, said Jamil. Jamil said, sir, I have such type of an experience. Okay, my dear student. Now we are going to another line. That is, and I clearly remember. Here we find a word, remember. Remember means recall or recollect. Remember or recollect or recall. Okay, my dear student. Hey, I clearly remember what happened in that journey. Okay, my dear student. Jamal can remember clearly what happened here. Okay, my dear student, I think you have understood the second line also. Now we are going to third line. Would you please tell us what happened? The teacher said. The teacher asked him, what happened, Jamil? Please tell me. Okay, now we are going to, happen means occur. Happen means occur. I don't write this. Happen means occur. Okay, my dear student. Now we are going to another line. That is, okay, teacher, it happened when I was in class 6. That means when I was reading in class 6, at that time it was happened. Or it happened. Okay, my dear student, I think you have understood. And after that, we find that on a weekly basis. Weekly means once a week. Weekly means once a week. I just read it. Weekly means once a week. That means we find that on a weekly bazaar day, people were coming back with their shopping bags and baskets in hands. That means after buying their commodities, they were returning home, and it happened at that time. Okay, my dear student, now we are going to another line. That is, they had to cross the river. They had to cross the river. That means there was no vehicle or there was no bridge, and that is why they had to use boat, and they had to cross, or they must cross the river using boat. Okay, my dear student, now we are going to another line. That is, it was not a big river. Actually, it was not a big river. Big means large. The antonyms of big is tiny. The antonyms of the big is tiny. Okay, there was a ferry boat playing on the river. There was a ferry boat playing on the river. Here we find the word playing. What is the meaning of playing? Do you know? Okay, playing means the boat is going on just to carry peoples, just to help to cross the people. Okay, my dear student, that means playing. And here, what parts of speech the play is? It is also another question to you. Please answer. Okay, my dear student, in this line, what parts of speech the word playing is? Please explain, please answer. The boat could cross it in 8 to 10 minutes. That means it takes too little time to cross. Just it takes 8 to 10 minutes only. Okay, my dear student, just after that we find the another line that it was just after sunset. That means when the sun is going down, at that time it was happened, and Jamil was talking about that time. Okay, now we are going to another line that is black clouds. Black clouds were moving fast in the sky. That means black clouds. Clouds means condensed water or vapor water. Condensed vapor water. Condensed vapor water means clouds. Condensed vapor water means cloud. That means black clouds were moving fast. That means passing fast in the sky. I think you have understood this part of this passage. Okay, now we are going to another part of this passage. That is, everybody was trying to get into the boat. My dear student, here we find a new term, that is get into. Get into means enter. When you cross a river, at that time you have to get into the boat. And when you make a journey, at that time you have to go enter into a bus or a vehicle. And this enter is called get into. But after finishing this journey, we just go down from the vehicle. It is called get down. I think you have understood these two group verbs. One is get into and another is get down. Okay, my dear student, now we are going to another line, that is get into the boat. No more, no more. Please wait, shouted the boatman. That means the boatman shouted, telling no more, no more. Just please wait. Please wait. Okay, and after that we find, but nobody listened to him. Listen means heeded. Heed means listen. Listen carefully. Okay, my dear student, listen carefully or listen, that means heed. Listen means carefully. Listen indicates also careful. Okay, my dear student, we find that nobody listened to him. There was nobody who heeded. There was nobody who heeded to him. That means just avoid his arguments. They were getting into the boat. Okay, my dear student, now we are going to another line, that is, what happened then, Jamil? Jamil, at that time, what happened? Asked Rumi. Rumi asked. With too many people on board. Board means boat. Too many people on board, the boat sank in. Sank in means drawn. Sank in means drawn. Drawn. Sank in means drawn. Drawn in the middle of the river. That means it happened an accident. At that time, an accident was happened. That is, at the middle of the river, the boat was drawn, or the boat was or sank in. Okay, my dear student, and Jamil replied this. Oh no, what happened then? And the man who was hearing Jamil became curious, and that is why he said, oh no, what happened then? And he was also surprised. Asked the teacher. The teacher asked, thank God there were no casualties. What is the meaning of casualties? Casualties means no injured or no wounded. No injured or no wounded. That means there were no one who became injured or who became wounded. You already know the difference between injured and wounded because I explained it at my previous class. Okay, my dear student. Now we are going to another one, that is the girl. What happened then? Asked the teacher. Oh, thanks God, thanks God, there were no casualties. All the passengers swam to the other side. That means all the passengers tried to swim, and at last they were succeeded, or they were successful to cross the river swimming. Okay, my dear student, I think you have understood, but some of them lost the staff. Staff, what is the meaning of staff? Staff means daily commodities. Staff means dress also. Okay, you may use this staff in different perspective. This staff means dress. This staff means daily activities or daily commodities. Okay, my dear, not daily activities, daily commodities. Okay, my dear student, I think you have understood. Okay, all the passengers swam and some of the lost the staff. They were carrying such as oil, salt, milk, said Jamil. Jamil said, yeah, there are many one who lost some stuff. Okay, now we are going to another line, that is, where boat? Were you on the boat? The teacher asked Jamil. But what the Jamil answered? No, teacher, seeing the boat overcrowded. Overcrowded means stuffy. Overcrowded means stuffy. S-T-U-F-F, stuffy. That means overcrowded or too much people. That means overcrowded means the boat is unable to load or to carry. Okay, and I waited for the next trip, replied Jamil. Jamil replied, oh, you did the right things, Jamil. And the teacher said him, you did the right things. Okay, my dear student, after that we find some MCQ. And this MCQ is for your homework. Just you try to answer all these questions. But I just provide the answer of number 1. The ferry boat was playing on the river. This is a line. And here, playing means, what is the meaning of playing? What is the meaning of playing? Playing means traveling along a road. That means a river road. That means traveling along a road. The answer is traveling along a road. After that, we find the second question, that is, why was everybody trying to get into the boat? Because it was going to be dark and storming evening. Okay, my dear student, I have completed 2 answers. Just the rest part you will do at your home. Now, I will explain how English first paper is second paper also, or English first paper is for second paper also. Actually, in this passage, we find a different type of sentences. Number one sentence. Is there anybody here who has ever crossed a river by a country boat? It is an interrogative sentence. Just you can change it into assertive sentence. That is why we can say we find different type of interrogative sentence, and if we change or if we practice these sentences into another form or changing into another form, at that time we will cover the second paper also. And after that, I am giving you some homework. Number 1, you just change it into assertive sentence. Number 2, would you please tell us what happened? The teacher asked. It is a direct narration. And at your home, you just change it into indirect narration. And it is your homework also. And by performing such type of narration, we can enrich our knowledge of narration. Okay, number 3rd homework. No more. Page number 43. No more. Please wait, shouted the boatman. It is also a direct narration. You just change it into indirect also. It is your homework. Number 4. Oh no, what happened then? Asked the teacher. This is also a direct narration. You just change it into indirect. All this your homework. Okay, my dear student, that is why we can say English first paper is for second paper. But for the shortness of time, I cannot explain this passage or this text properly, and I am unable to explain English first paper is for second paper for the shortness of time. Okay, my dear student, on my next class, I will try to explain more, and I will present here carrying a new topic. Okay, my dear student, till then, just keep your eyes on Mymensingh Online School and stay home and continue studies. Okay, my dear student, I just want to finish for today. Okay, bye.